everyone, it's Llewellyns with astrological going over the astrological energy forecast for this week. So some method of business that we need to discuss. First, we're going to cleanse the energy around me and in this live, so that way only positivity and good energy flows into this while I channel. Okay? Cleanse this area of all ill will, ill intent, negative energy. Only positivity and abundance flows our way. Okay? Alright? Sorry about that, guys. Alright. A little windy, so bear with me. I call for the goddess, great goddess Morgan, Danu, Anu, Bob, Maka. I call you forth. Only positivity and your voice may come through. Anything else gets returned back to sender. Any ill will, ill intent, negativity, and darkness returns back to sender. Okay, guys. Balcha, Anakte Ana Banja Ort. That means hello, welcome. Giadich, that means hello, welcome. May the blessing of the goddess follow you on this day. Okay, and we are going to go over the astrological forecast for September 11th through the 17th. This is going to be a week mainly about planting seeds, serving others, severing relationships that we have that are holding us back, taking the steps to do that in order to result in an inner transformation. Okay? And, in the collective, we are being called right now, all the chosen ones, all the starseeds, all of the light workers, we are being called to stop thinking small. We need to stop thinking small. We need to embrace who we are, because now is our time, guys. Like, now is our time, because there's been a shift cosmically that has been trying to balance the scales, balance the karmic scales, okay? And right now, it is the time for the light workers, the starseeds, the chosen ones. It is our time right now, okay? It is our time to defeat and illuminate the darkness that is of this world. So you need to stop thinking small, and you need to embrace your gifts that you came here with to help elevate humanity in whichever way is of your soul purpose, okay? And for me, that means I'm not playing small, and I'm tired of having to pretend. I'm tired of having to downsize myself in order to fit people who aren't in alignment with me, So let me introduce myself. Okay, I am Valena Ulrich. In the Eastern world, it would be pronounced Valia, okay? But in the Western world, it is Valena, okay? I am a hereditary pagan, meaning I come from a long line of Irish seers that originated in Armagh, Ireland, that were high priestesses to the Morgan. So I am a high priestess of the Morgan. Feel me. See me. Okay, so that means I see. That's why I'm able to, I'm able to look to the stars to see what's going to happen astrologically, but I also get dreams. I also get visions. I know things that happen before it happens. And I'm not ashamed of that. The flowers in my garden speak for themselves. The only kind of witchcraft I've ever done was either to protect myself or to alter my fate. Meaning, like, in this world, you were born with fate, right? It is what is going to happen regardless. But then there's also your destiny, which is how your soul chooses to respond. It's how your soul chooses to what it wants to be fulfilled in this life, what its goal is, okay? And that's why the chakra for this week is going to be the throat chakra, okay? Because we're going to be expressing our voice. Because you know what? By coming forward, by being you, just by being your most authentic self, you could be freeing someone else to do the same. There's so many people with so many abilities out there, but they're scared to come forward because of history, or because they're afraid of opinions of other people. Who the fuck are these people? Is what I'm going to ask you. Who are these people? Who are these people you're scared of? What do they have? What are they doing? Because I can almost guarantee they're not living a good life. And I can almost guarantee anybody who truly loves you wouldn't ask you to suppress water yourself down, okay? And right now we are to rise up, star ones, star seeds, chosen ones, light workers. We are to rise right now. So embrace who you are. Embrace Banja, the goddess. Embrace her, because she will be the song that sings you home if God has not already, okay? And that is just what we're doing here. We're embracing who we are, speaking our truths to help free others, okay? And going into that, I am the author of The Princess and Her Inner Voice. This is a story that's marketed towards children, primarily because it's a fairy tale. It's marketed for children 9 to 13 because it has regular modern day life themes, like single parenthood, rape, domestic violence, trauma bonding, overcoming soul contracts and events, okay? Overcoming karmic events, how to get past that so you don't end up in a karmic cycle repeating lessons, okay? This is a book that teaches kids to listen to themselves, to find their inner voice, okay? Because part of my soul purpose is to be able to translate to children and to adults the ugliness of humanity, but in a way that doesn't dim the beauty of the world to them. It's not to dim the beauty of the world to them. That is, it's to plant that seed of awareness so they can see the red flags way before they happen. So they know that if, unfortunately, if they're born into a karmic family, they can get out of it. They don't have to suffer depression. They don't have to suffer anxiety for the rest of their life. They can heal themselves so that way they can have the life they want. They can have whatever they're trying to manifest. They're not in this negative cycle. And then, on top of that, with modern society, there's, you got pills, you got things that are just also trying to suppress them. And that's the biggest problem with the world now and with society, every society, is we've gotten too far away from who we are as human beings. And we've gotten too far away of listening to our own voice. And that is why the world is the way it is, okay? We need to reel that back, because like I said, light workers, it is our time. It is time to shine the light to illuminate the darkness, okay? And that's what this book's about. It's about following your inner voice and how to overcome and get the kingdom and whatever it is that is yours in this lifetime. That is this book, okay? I have not met an adult who has read it that hasn't resonated with it, because unfortunately, a lot of us have had pains. We've had karmic experiences. We've just had devastation, okay? And it's a beacon of hope for them, okay? It's all about respect and kindness and self-worth and self-love, because, as children and even as adults, that gets taken from us, from our modern world, or by people, by the karmic people that comes into your life, and it just shows you that it's not the end. If you ever had to suffer through rape, it's not the end. If you ever had to go through domestic violence, especially with children, it's not the end, okay? You can still have your happy ending. You can still have your kingdom. You just have to want it, and you've got to be willing to do the work to heal yourself, okay? And that is what this book's about. You can find this anywhere online, like Walmart, Amazon are really popular, but also on my website, www.aspiraltotheself.com. If you order from my website, I will autograph it, as well as if you want a special message inside. There's some other sugary little niblets that gets included as well. And for a limited time, I offer free shipping. So if you would like to order from my website, this is where you go, okay? Otherwise, you can have the modern day conveniences of Amazon or Walmart, who prints it as you order it, okay? All right. So if this is your first time here, Balcha, welcome. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, so that way the tech gods can further this message along, okay? And please also check out my YouTube channel, Spiral to the Self 7754, that has more content. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please note that it is filmed live on my Facebook business page, Spiral to the Self. Please check that out as well. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of the astrological forecast for this week. Okay, so we're going from 6 planets that are going to be in retrograde down to 5, okay? So we have Pluto retrograde, which is about inner transformation, rising up, being who you're supposed to be, doing that work so you can attract vibrations to you that are in alignment with where you are in your soul journey at the time. We got Saturn retrograde, which is about reviewing past lessons in order to move forward. So this is karmic lessons right now in the collective. Karmic lessons. You've got karmics coming back. You've got people you have to get rid of in order to get your blessings. Because like I said, it has shifted, okay? The alignment has shifted, and now every entity, every god is out here trying to rectify the imbalance, okay? Too many people have been feeling too much of a certain type of way that has caused them to do some kind of action that has tipped the scales, and now they want the names of everybody who's done it, and now they're rewarding the people who have acted correctly in life, who didn't become who hurt them, but then also giving the karma to people who didn't act so correctly and who hurt people that hurt them. You know, like they use their wounds to hurt other people instead of using it to help people. Okay, and that's what you need to understand. Okay, is that a lot of your experiences, your karmic experiences, happen for you, not to. I'll get more into that later. Okay. Then you have Neptune retrograde. The veil is lifted, truth is exposed. And that is especially important for this week because truth this week that are going to be exposed are going to be severing ties of relationships. Okay, it's going to bring about disharmony in these relationships from what's exposed. And it's going to come from a place where someone they want to have a sense of integrity in themselves, whereas before they didn't. And they're going to come to you and they're wanting to be honest. But no, you're going to be severing ties with this person, these people, and it's for your utmost good. It has to happen. It has to happen. Mercury retrograde. Exploring new ideas, repurposing. Now, Mercury will go direct midweek. So, hopefully the traffic, the car accidents, the technological delays, the information that you've been wanting delays, those will slowly but surely start to come back to their original speed. You know, retrograde is where the planets move backwards, not forwards, and that's just so it's a time of reviewing things. It's a time to make sure you fully grasp what happened in the past year before you can make accurate decisions and intentions for the future. And then you have Uranus retrograde, which is like a wake-up call, especially with working with Neptune and Saturn retrograde. Something's gonna wake you up. Your intuition's gonna speak so loud to you about something, you're not even gonna be able to ignore it. Okay, you're gonna have to act on it, and you're not gonna be able to look past it. And this is ultimately to provide you with a breakthrough in order to get more freedom for yourself, to free your life so you can be happy, to break the cords that bind. Okay, that keep you trapped, that keep you in this cage, this confined mentality. That is what this is for. Okay. And then we have the newer one, which is Jupiter retrograde, which is about wisdom and knowledge and to review and discard our beliefs surrounding money. Okay, because like I said, a lot of the karmic actions that are being rectified right now are resulting from people's view of money, their greed for money, their view of what money does for them. And I know, it's like we all need money to live, right? And I know it's more expensive now than it has been in a while. But it's also a certain mindset, which is how you increase abundance or what keeps you stuck. Okay? It's a certain mindset you have to increase your abundance, to get more money. But if you always keep thinking that you're never going to have money or that something always comes up that takes my money, you say shit like that, it will happen because you are intentionalizing it and then speaking it spells out into the universe. Okay? Thoughts have weight, and you intentionalize them, use it kind of as a form of casting when you speak it. Okay, you're telling the universe, I'm never going to have money. Something always comes up. Then I rest assured, boo, something will come up. Okay? And that is the end of that. So, like I said, this is about planting seeds this week. Okay, we're going to be thinking about where we want to be in the next 6 months and how we can get that. So on the 12th, the moon will be in Virgo. So this is going to be a focus on where we can be at service to others and analyzing how to accomplish our goals, like how to get there. The blockage you are experiencing right now is due to a self-limiting belief that you can break free of at any time. Okay, free yourself. Free yourself. The world needs to see you. The world needs to see your light. They need to hear your voice. Your voice could be what saves somebody else. I'm speaking from experience. I've shared some of my stories with people throughout my life, and it was the example to them that they needed in order to get out. They had to know that there was hope. They had to know that it's happened before. and it can be done, you know? Be that person that gives people hope that it can be done, okay? And then the 13th, Vesta will be in Cancer. So we're going to have our inner flame of desire that will result in creativity, creative energy to achieve our aspirations, goals, and plans. However, we need to establish boundaries with all contracts that we've made unconsciously and consciously to achieve emotional healing within the home. The 14th, new moon will be in Virgo. Okay, this is going to be an introspective period of self-awareness to enable us to reset and plant new seeds for the next 6 months. Like I said, some form of integral honesty will come forth to bring healing and close the cycle out. Now, keep in mind, don't let this harden your heart, okay? Don't let this experience harden you. Because if it hardens you, you could block your blessings. This lesson is not to harden you. It is to expose people to you. It is to expose people to you that you can't take with you anymore. And there's going to be a reason for that. I'll get to that towards the end, okay? All this has a purpose. All this has a reason, okay? So bear with me just a little bit, and I'll explain why, okay? But you can either be angry about it when this news gets exposed. You can waste your energy being angry and bitter and harboring resentments, or you can learn the lesson and move on. It can be a confirmation of your intuition, okay, of things you already know. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I never want to see you again in my life. You know? Time is short, and you're not worth another second of it. Okay, and on the 15th, Ceres will be in Scorpio. The sun will trine Uranus, and moon will be in Libra, and of course, Mercury goes direct. Okay, so this is going to be an intense urge to investigate areas around fertility, unconditional love, and parenting, resulting in a severing of a relationship in order to further our freedom. This could be a karmic family we're talking about here. Severing ties with a karmic family in order to bring healing to you, in order to have that inner transformation towards the end, okay? You hold power in how you respond. You can either not respond. You don't have to care what these people say to you, especially if you know what they did already. If you've already cut them out, you don't need to listen to nothing else. You don't need to listen to their nonsense. That's just them trying to figure out a way to make themselves not feel like POSs, you know? It's a way for people to get away from accountability. Don't respond angrily. Don't harbor the emotions within yourself, okay? You need to feel it, but don't lash out. Control where you spend your energy, okay? Now, the moon, on the 17th, the moon will be in Scorpio, and Venus will be squaring Jupiter, okay? So, Scorpio is the detriment sign of the moon, which means there's going to be either some depletion or disharmonious energy surrounding Scorpio, as well as the rest of the energies for that day. So, there's going to be a depletion or disharmony in relationships. Your intuition will provide you answers that you're needing at this time. Control where you spend your energy. Like I said, you can either dwell on it, you can get angry about it. It's not going to serve you, okay? And the reason why is because you have soul contracts. When you come to this world, you come with soul contracts, your fate. You agree to everything that's going to happen to you before you get to this point, okay? And then some people say that, some spiritualities say you drink from some kind of lake before you get here that makes you forget, lake of forgetfulness. And that's so you can't remember. So that way when you're born, you have fresh eyes, you have a fresh perspective, okay? But we all have soul contracts. There's karmics. Karmics are people who are lessons for your soul, okay? And it's usually lessons that result from pain, okay? They're people who give you pain. But then there's soulmates, which are people who bring blessings to your life. Like, they're the good, you know, they're the ones that restore your faith in humanity, you know, like your soul tribe, the collective unconscious, the collective consciousness, you know, they're your people, okay? And this week it looks like we're either going to have severing of karmic family relationships or karmic romantic relationships, okay? And with karmic families, okay, in the collective right now, there's been a lot of black magic. There's been a lot of black magic. There's been a lot of curses. There's been a lot of entities sent to other people, you know. And because I haven't done my Witchy Wednesday, I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. But I'm going to go into this, okay, because I feel like if you don't have the time to thoroughly research it, you're not going to know. But also, if you don't have the time to research it, you can make disastrous mistakes, not only for you, but the people around you and your entire bloodline, okay? Say like voodoo, say like black magic, anything that's using blood, urine, or spit, okay? Especially blood magic is instantly binding. So with voodoo or satanics or people who go way out of their way to worship demons or something, you know? Blood magic is used for that. And do you know what happens with blood magic? You've given that entity not only your essence that is directly tied to you, it's directly tied to your entire bloodline, okay? And the reason why I speak that is for me personally, because this is the throat chakra week. Because of the retrogrades and the information that's been exposed to me, I know that I was born into a karmic family, meaning the people who are supposed to take care of me in my life were the people who caused me the most pain, or the people who held me back. Okay, and at some point in time, in my ancestors' line, someone cursed us, and they didn't just curse the family; they cursed the women, because in Celticism, say the seership is traveled through the female side of the body, the female's bloodline. I don't know why I said that. Sorry about that. So it's carried through your mother's bloodline, okay? And in my family, someone cursed the females of my family to go through hardship, substantial hardship, like that impacted our money, that impacted our beauty, and that impacted our relationships. And every single generation has gone through it. Generational curses, right? Because somebody at probably some point in time tried to attach a demon to us. I grew up with a demon. I was a child that could see it, feel it, didn't know what it was, and had nobody to tell me what it was. I grew up having to fight them. And the people who were there with me were also the same people who called it forth. They were also the same people who tried to completely take away my intuition, my self-esteem, my self-worth. And you know what that does with a demon? It gives them, you are a beast. Because what do demons, dark entities, feed off of? They feed off of fear. They feed off of shame. They feed off of heightened emotions, like negative emotions, like anger. Because ultimately, a demon is going to destroy your mind. Okay? And then it will destroy you internally. Okay? Because your mind goes first, and then it's your body. Okay? So as a child, I had to go through that. And the people that are in my life did more harm to me. You know, I was raised by a narcissist. 2 narcissists, not just 1, 2. And the rest of my family were the same. The women in my family were the same. They came across as loving because that's the mask they wore. They came across as loving, but they were also the same people that tried to literally destroy me, tried to kill me. You know? I, as a 5-year-old, almost got hospitalized. Someone had to intervene for me so I wouldn't be hospitalized over a 98-cent pumpkin. I'll tell you why. When I was 5, the Carmens that raised me took me to a store. They're like, yeah, we're going to go get pumpkins to carve. And, you know, I went up to the pumpkins that you carve, you know, like the big ones. And I guess they didn't like the price or something, changed their mind, and tried to give me this little pumpkin that was this big. And you can't carve that. I can draw on it, but I can't carve it. So, you know, part of our agreement, part of the expectation that was provided to me as a child was negated. And of course, as a 5-year-old, because I didn't know how to handle my emotions yet and have never had my emotions validated, I cried. The man who raised me took me home and beat me over a 98-cent pumpkin. And my karmic mother had to stand in between me so he didn't hospitalize me. And why that's coming up now is like my children have told me about it because they've been told this story. And I'm like, the fact that someone told you that they had to stand between me and another person so I wasn't hospitalized from just flat out physical abuse. Why? It's like not because she was trying to protect me or gave any fucks about me. It was because like her dude would be in prison. Like if your guy's hospitalizing your kid, especially a 5-year-old, you're gonna be in jail, you know? And that's happened several times in my life where someone had to get in between me and this person so they didn't beat me to death, you know? And it's like they explained it to my kids, and it was like I'm like, all you need to know about a person's character right there. You don't need to know anything else about them. The fact that they were willing to beat me over a 98-cent pumpkin. That's all you need to know. They're not a good person. You know what? Terrible people love children. Terrible people love children. Why? Because they're weaker. They're a fresh slate. They don't have any seeds planted. They don't know what's good and bad yet. They come to this world, you know, with the attachment to their family and wanting the acceptance. You know, that's where your root chakra comes in. They want your acceptance. They want your love. And if you grow up with narcissists, they use the love you have for them against you. And they use it to hurt you, you know? And especially if they have any kind of abilities. If you're a weak person and you have abilities, that turns into jealousy, that turns into envy. And then because you have abilities, you have more resources to cause pain, okay? Your perception of witches is based off of your environment, what you know, okay? But know that everything in life, there's a duality. There's good witches, there's bad witches. Good witches help people. Good witches heal people. I'm not doing the whole love and light nonsense. No, I'm saying good witches heal people. They're your healers. They're your Reiki people. They're the people that are doing the sound baths. They're the people that are helping you uncover things in your soul. They're, you know, like they're tarot readers. They're people out there who help you with sickness. I mean, it's until big pharma came in. I mean, they were the people who gave you medicine. But then there's the bad witches. Bad witches are people who hurt people. They use their gift to hurt others because they feel they don't have any self-worth. They don't have any self-love. And they come from a place of victim mentality. And they come from a place of powerlessness. And that's when people start calling on darker entities because that's all that's available to them. Because if you are low vibration, you're not going to be able to go to the Most High and go, yeah, I want to do this to somebody. They're not going to listen to you. In fact, they're going to be the one who gives you that karma, okay? But, so you're only going to have these dark entities available to you, and there's nothing stopping them from coming after you who placed it. And that's what some people are finding out right now in the collective. Like I said, there was an imbalance. Too many people were going to too dark of things, and now it's been returned on a collective level. The ones of light are the examples right now. They're being made an example of like, hey, if you do good, here's all your blessings, here's your abundances, here's everything that can happen for you. If you acted incorrectly, you're the reason for this, you're out sending demons to people or negative spirits or anything, like, you're gonna get it sent back to you, and it's gonna bind to you, okay? Now, if you are, I'm gonna add a little disclaimer, if you do think that you went through some black magic or it's been placed on you, I created a playlist on my YouTube channel that has frequencies to get rid of like blockages and get rid of spells, hexes, black magic, to attract abundance to you. Also, like more guidance on like the law of attraction, narcissism, things like that. Please check that out if you want some further information, so that way you can have somebody other than me, probably more equipped and has more knowledge to be able to explain it to you in the proper way, okay? Because I'm good at what I do, but I'm not everyone else. You know, we all have our own abilities and what we contribute to this world, okay? But if you're doing stuff like that, know it's going to get returned to you. And the hilarity of it, or the sad part, is that these people go into these agreements with these entities thinking that they're making an agreement with like an angel, and their agreement's going to be upheld and honored. The fact that you think that about a dark entity or a demon, they're incapable of honoring agreements. That's why they are where they are. So you could literally be calling for something that's going to be your own nightmare. It's going to be your own terror. And if you try to call it on someone else, it's going to get sent back to you, but now with interest. So as someone who's had to fight demons, I've had to fight demons as a child, and I had to fight demons as an adult. Because the same people who gave it to me as a child to feast on me were the same people who put it in the house with my babies to feast on us. And it was a big attributor to my divorce. I mean, the guy was a POS anyway, but it amplified him. It it made him far worse. There was a lot of things that was unexplained because I didn't know who I was then. I didn't know who I was until I had to fight it the second time. You know, as a child I knew who I was, but like I said, I had people telling me, oh, it's all in your head, you're just seeing things, blah, 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 blah. And so they could cripple my intuition that would tell me, hey, you need to get away from these people. They're terrible, they're awful, they're rotten on the inside, okay? Like, they try to cripple that in me so they could benefit from me, so they could benefit of my future, they could benefit from my destiny. That is the whole point of these retrogrades right now. Truth is exposed, okay? The things that you didn't know is being brought to light. For me, it was like, it's literally written in the stars, specifically that my karmic family I would leave and that my karmic family cursed me. They brought to me rape, they brought to me domestic violence, they brought to me poverty. They wanted me not only to be poor, but to feel poor. They never wanted me to surpass that. Here I am. I surpassed you. Know that, and know that you don't have any place in my life. Any person I cut out, and any person that your intuition is telling you right now that you have to cut out is for your ultimate good. And why? It's because, like I said, the karmic balance. If you want your blessings, you have to get rid of these people. And the reason being is that they're about, if they haven't already, they're going to get a huge lump sum of karmic bad paid on them. Like I said, if they're calling entities, they're calling things they shouldn't be, they're cursing, they're whatever, they're wishing bad for you, that's going to be sent to them in such a way it's going to be devastating. And it's not only devastating to them, but devastating to every person that's around them. Like, no higher vibrational people will be going towards these people. Just trust and believe, every single high priestess, as well as light worker who gets any kind of guidance from their spirit guides, from the all high, whatever, they've been told not to help you. They're not going to help them. They're going to have to go through it. And if you are sending the entities and stuff, let me just tell you, it's going to be hard to claw your way out. Especially if you tied it to your DNA. It's going to be in here. You're going to have to figure out how to separate your own voice from the voice of that, because it will mimic your voice to you. It will tell you things like, you're a loser. You'll never accomplish anything in life. You're ugly. You are not beautiful. You deserve to be raped. Things like that. It'll tell things like that to you. You have to separate that voice from yours. It'll be very hard. And if you're already weak enough to do that to people, because you came from a place of victim mentality and you came from a place of powerlessness and fear, you're a morsel for it. It's not going to go to the light, which agitates it. It's not going to go to the light worker. It's going to go to you, because you're an easy morsel. And anybody and everybody who's around you who's been doing the same stuff, they're going to be easy pickings too. It's going to feed off you, and then it's going to feed on everybody around you. That's why it's important, guys. You have to cut these people out. You have to, because your ancestors, whatever guides you, is pulling you away so that way you aren't harmed when they get their karma, okay? They're going to get their karma, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be so bad. Like, we're talking car accidents. We're talking major health problems. We're talking, like, complete annihilation of someone's mentality, like their mindset. We're talking about complete rot through the body, okay? It's going to manifest in so many ways. They're going to lose their money. They're going to lose their house. They're going to lose their job. They're going to lose their relationship, okay? They're going to lose so many things, and they're going to try to come to you. They're going to be like, can you please help me? And you're going to be like, no, I can't. You made your bed, now lie in it. You were a big boy, you were a big girl doing what you were doing. Now you messed around, and now you're going to find out, okay? And, and that goes into the soulmates and the soul contracts. Trust and believe no twin flame will ever send you anything like that. Trust and believe that no soulmate would send you something like that. That is a karmic, okay? If someone is trying to do a love spell on you, if they're trying to send an entity to you to get you to be with them because they only benefited from you being at a place of low self-worth or not being in complete power of yourself, like, they're going to get that back. It's literally going to be their end. It's going to be their end. And it's not for you to fix, okay? For me personally, so like I said, I went through that with my family. Like, I am the generational curse breaker because I refuse to do that with my kids. I refuse to hurt the people I love in the way that I was hurt. I refuse to pass it on. And I fought, guys. I fought so hard. Like, I 30 years of my life, I've had to fight demons, I've had to fight other witches, I've had to fight ghosts. And it's not because I went looking for it, it's because it found me. And it was because it found me because the people who were supposed to care about me and love me were the ones who sent it to me. Okay? Because they knew who I was. They knew my future. They knew the blessings that was in store for me, and they were jealous. They wanted a destiny switch with me because they want my life. Okay? And that pertains to everybody in the collective right now. These people who are envious of you and that are jealous, that are doing this to you, it's because they want your life, but they're not willing to go get it themselves. They're not willing to do the shadow work, to have that self-awareness inside themselves that helps them heal their wounds, okay? So, unfortunately, my dear spiralies, some of you are going to be karma to people. It's not because you wanted to be karma to people. It's because you're just going to be karma to people because you went to the table with love, kindness, and respect. The divine was speaking through you to them, and they acted that way. They hurt you, and if you're divinely guided, that's instant karma with people. If you act correctly and you are divinely guided, and these people came to you with their evil, with their ill intent, they're getting it back because the divine saw it through you. They saw it through you, and they placed their judgment and how they placed their judgment. Okay, and you're gonna get karma back. Now, if you are on the side of doing bad to people, like, so I'm not here to condemn anybody. If you want to be condemned, you can go to church. Okay, if you want to get out of it, like I said, Saturn retrograde. Not only did Neptune expose you and all your ugliness, Saturn retrograde is giving you the chance to not repeat it again. So your ego death's gonna be big right now. The ego death that a lot of people are going through, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, but there's a chance to redeem yourself. There's a chance to beat that. Okay, and we'll go through that. Okay, so if you're feeling jealousy, it comes from no self-love. It's come from no self-worth and a victim mentality. Who gave that to you? Who told you you were worthless? Who made you feel like you were worthless? Why don't you feel you're good enough? Why aren't your dreams important to you? Like, if you're trying to like with love spell stuff, you will never have to force what belongs to you to come to you. If it is yours, it is yours. And I'm not saying it would be effortless, but it'll feel good. It won't feel like you have to chase. It won't feel like you have to be in your head and have to prove your love to anybody. It'll come naturally because it's for you. It's the karmics that you chase. It's the karmics that cause you pain. It's the karmics that are the players, the cheaters. It's the karmics. Excuse me. It's the karmics, okay? Accept the lesson and move on. Don't waste any time. Don't try to go after them with your vengeance because you only hurt yourself. You destroy yourself. Think about it. If this person hurt you, why would you waste any more of your precious time on this planet on them? Why would you waste another second? If all they did was hurt you, if all they did was demean you and devalue you and told you that your feelings, your needs, your wants were never important, then why would you want to be like that? People had to describe you to other people, what would they say? I know there's gossip and stuff out there, but trust me and believe, if people are gossiping to every single person about their problem with you but you, it's not because they actually have a problem with you. It's because they love using your name. They love the attention they get from using your name because your name holds power. Okay, we're going to do some positive affirmations with this, okay? There's a little bowl here. My name holds power. No weapon forged against me shall prosper. I am protected and I am guided and loved. Nothing but positivity and abundance flows my way. My needs, my wants are important and I should cherish those. I am worthy of love and unconditional love, and I will allow my heart to open to receive it. I will open my heart to Goddess and allow the unconditional love to flow through. The like goddess was who sent me home, because you know what? As a child, I thought I was abandoned. I prayed a little bit. I wasn't allowed to pray, but I prayed a little bit in secret. I prayed a little bit. Like I literally say the karmic that raised me, they wouldn't let me pray in the house. They wouldn't let me light a candle. They wouldn't let me do anything. You know why? It's because they were scared. They were scared of what was in the house with them. They were scared I'd fight back, and then they just didn't want me to save myself. It's okay, because those same people are going to get devoured by the thing they try to get to devour me. Except they won't have the tools to know how to do it. And I won't help them. Like, I wouldn't even spit or pee on them to put out the fire. Like, I'll walk past them like they don't exist. Because you know what? They don't exist anymore. If you hurt me, if you were the person or people who went out of your way to try to bring me down or try to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do here on this earth, then you have no place in my life, and you definitely don't get blessed by me. You won't get any of my blessings. Not through me, not by me, not my presence, not my energy. And that's how it should be for you, collective. Like, control where you spend your energy. Okay? Like I said, with these, if you're feeling jealousy or envy, that is telling you that you're in a lack mindset. You're focusing on all the things that you don't have, instead of all the things that you do have. And what does the universe love? Gratitude. It loves thankfulness. It loves you being, yes, my life is truly blessed, and I love being alive. I know some days you don't feel like that. I know some days you don't feel like you want to be alive, okay? I know it's hard. I've been there, trust me. I get it. But if not for you, think of your people. Think of the people around you who watch you, you know? I mean, like, there's haters that watch you, but be the example to them. Bolden your message to the world, okay? Show people how it's done. Show people how it's done. Show them that there's hope. They don't have to be in that terrible state anymore. They can do it. Yeah, it's work, but life's work. No part of life is easy. It's work, because a lot of it is the human experience, where to feel, or to sense, or to learn. Okay, and it's not easy, but it's how you react. It's how you respond. It's what you do when these fated events come, these karmic events come. Okay, it's how you react to that. And if you don't let the world destroy you, and you don't try to join the army of what destroyed you, try to destroy you, that is how you can get better in life. That's how you can do better in life. That's how you get the good karma. Okay? Like with your throat chakra. Okay? Like I spoke most about it. It's voicing your truth. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people have gone through. You don't know anything about it. You don't know the pain and hurt they felt. Okay? So compassion means everything. Empathy means everything, but just don't let people abuse it. Because narcissists will most definitely abuse your empathy, and they will definitely abuse your unconditional love. So have some discernment there. If it feels like it's not right, then it's not right, okay? You know, and tell your truth. Because you know what? I feel like the world has been in lies for long enough. I mean, thinking of it as a female perspective, from a woman's perspective, the world didn't know how miserable we were. The world still doesn't know how miserable we are. Because a majority of the world, we don't have equal rights. We don't have equal say. Our lives do not have or hold as much value as others. Okay, and I know that goes for different racial groups as well, and it's BS, right? It's like everybody matters. Everybody has value. Nobody should be thinking that anybody has no value. And if you think of people like that, that's how you end up reaping terrible karma, because you feel like you're above people. You think you deserve more. Like for me, I don't feel like I deserve more. I feel like I've earned more. I've paid my dues. I've done everything, and I've acted correctly. I didn't use my wounds to hurt other people, you know, to become what hurt me. And I feel like you guys should be the same. Okay, you don't hurt other people. Don't bleed on the people who didn't cut you, and then reap the karmic repercussions for that. Okay. And if you're in this place of victim mentality, know that you can only have one or two things with victim mentality. You can have respect, or you can have pity. Being pitied isn't good. Being pity is how you get taken advantage of, people thinking you're easy to act against, okay? They're not going to bless you, they're not going to do anything, they pity you. But if you come better, you don't let it. You use detachment if you need to. Detach from the situation, because If maybe you're too close to it, maybe your feelings are too close to it, detach. Separate, isolate if you have to, detach and go, what is this trying to teach me? What am I trying to learn? What do I need to learn from this? So I don't repeat the cycle. What do I need to learn from this? And in doing that, that is how you can see the answer. We're going to have the answer. We're going to have the answer to break us from the chains that bind us to the past. I break the chains that binds me to the past and fills me with pain, okay? Because we're not here for pain, we're here for gain. That's what we're doing. We're here for blessings and not stressing. We're here to get what we're going to get. We're not here to get pushed down in the dirt and the muck by all the entities that we acted incorrectly towards, okay? We're here. Express your truth, okay? It helps people. It'll help you, and it could be what heals you. It could be what closes out that cycle for you so you can get these blessings. The blessings are here. The opportunities are here. They're coming. Rest and believe. They are coming. But you have to believe it. You have to believe that you earned it and that you're worth it. And if it comes up over a relationship or say the seriousness of a relationship, know that you're worth it. You are worthy of unconditional love. Okay? I am worthy of unconditional love. Okay? You are worthy. You just have to act that way. And during the retrograde period, it was a test. It was a test to see if you truly deserve more than what you say you did. So say if you're saying, you know what, I left this guy that disrespected me, and I left him behind because he just kept disrespecting me. No, he was a soulmate of mine. He's supposed to be my end soulmate. Left his ass behind. Why? Because he wouldn't stop disrespecting me. I'm not going to be around, for that. And I had to face him again this year. I had to face him again. I had to face him every year. And the reason being, it was like, okay, you wanted a different destiny. Prove it. Say no. Tell him to get away from you. Tell him you deserve better and believe that you deserve better, and I will give you better. And I got better. I got way better. And you know what? I'm not mad at myself, but you know what? I'm just like, damn, I could have what I have now. I could have had it a long time ago. But I was stuck in a cycle, and I didn't have the information then to break my way out. I have the information to break my way out. And I'm sharing my gift with you guys. I'm sharing my gift with you. Okay? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to share our gifts with others, to help inspire, to help elevate, to help not be the past. Because, history repeats itself. I don't think anybody wants to go through either a mass genocide or another, like, Hitler kind of thing, I don't think anybody wants to go through that. Or nuclear wars. I don't think anybody wants to go through that either. But it all starts with us. So we are in a higher consciousness. We're being awakened to be in a higher consciousness so we don't do that. But the people who are resisting this metamorphosis, this change, this higher consciousness, they're the ones who are paying. And they're paying to be reawakened. So that way they don't make the same mistakes. So they can catch up. They're either going to catch up or they're going to get destroyed. And they're going to be the people who destroy themselves. Okay? Alrighty, well that concludes today, my dearest spiralies. Now I am going to finish this because I forgot to say at the beginning. Please be aware, scammers, you just use your discernment. I would never DM you. I'm not going to be in your DMs trying to sell you anything. Okay? If you want my services, you come to me. That's how it works. That's how it works in the spiritual world. Okay? Nobody who actually does this as a living or shares their gifts will DM you like that. It's a scam. Okay, all the links to all my pages are in the bio. Okay, and if you feel so inclined and you want to share abundances with me as I share my abundance with you, I have a PayPal there. You can please donate if you like. It's not forced or anything, but if you feel so inclined, please do so. Okay, all right, you guys, you have a good rest of your weekend and day. Stay blessed, guys.